Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome to the start of a brand new campaign series here today on the channel. We're back on Total War Warhammer 2. Here today, we're going to be starting a brand new Mortal Empire Steel and Faith overall campaign as Clan MORS. We're playing as Queek Headtaker. We're playing as the Skaven. So guys, I want to make a deal with you. If this video can hit, say, 500 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today and release the second video instantly. If not, you just have to wait a little bit longer for that next upload. I'll put in the description below all the mods I'm running for this series. So we're playing as Clan MORS. If you haven't gone and checked out my Malekith series, highly recommend you do. And we also played a Kroq-Gar on the Vortex campaign quite a long time ago. But we're going to be playing as Queek, one of my favourite of the Skaven Warlords. He's a fascinating character. It's a very hard initial challenge, and it's going to be a tough one. So, these are our race attributes. We have the Skaven Underworld, of course. We have the Food Maintenance System, and we have Skaven Corruption. So, faction effects. -4 loyalty for new recruits until Carrick 8 Peaks is conquered. The main objective for this series is to carve out a little bit of Skavendom for Queek, make him a king of his own realm, and we want to probably destroy the Crooked Moon, destroy Skarsnik, potentially go against the Greenskins, and Grombrindle, the White Dwarf. Who else are some potential enemies here? Oh yeah, we've got Thorgrim, Grombrindle here, Grimgore, yeah, he's definitely on the list, and Snarsnik as well. Yeah, so what else have we got here? Skaven less, spread under maintenance, that's fine. We get a -2 for Greenseer recruits. Loyalty, due to the fact that Queek doesn't like them too much. He is a very straightforward, unusual sort of Skaven. We've got a really good melee lord here, 10 attack as well, and a -25 upkeep for Storm Vermin and Clan Rats. Additional starting units, we have a Warp Lightning Cannon. I believe it was a catapult in the Vortex campaign. We've got a unit of Gut Runner Slingers and a unit of Storm Vermin. Let's quickly have a look at the custom battle for Queek and have a look at Clan MORS. Okay, it's actually not here, because we will look at some of the units that we can work with in this series. I might also edit in a Skaven intro from the Vortex campaign, as there isn't a custom one for Queek. So heroes-wise, the Plague Priest, the Warlock Engineer is okay, but out of all of them, I believe the Plague Priest is the best. Infantry-wise, the Plague Monks are okay. It's really the Storm Vermin and the Halberds are very, very good. Plague Monks are okay. Missile-wise, the Slingers are pretty good as well. Monsters, oh my god, Rat Ogres are going to be the bread and butter for this series. They're going to be very good to get early on, because they're quite cost-effective and you can really rush them. Artillery-wise, we want to try and go for Plague Claw catapults, as I personally prefer them over Warp Lightning Cannons. The Doom Wheels have been buffed in this latest patch. However, I don't know if we're going to be able to get to them in the campaign, as they do cost quite a bit to get to. But without further ado, I'll see you guys on the campaign map.
Deep under the world, they chitter and plan, watching, waiting. When they emerge, it is a nightmare vision. The Skaven, a ravenous horde of verminous ratmen. They gnaw at the roots of the world like an infected wound. They mean to rule over ruins, for such is the will of their god, the great horned rat. Only the island home of the High Elves has remained unscathed. And at its center is the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphons chaos from the world. The Skaven covet its vast power with envious, beady red eyes. The twin-tailed comet is oft seen as an omen, but this time its wake has disturbed the winds of magic. In the secret halls of the Under-Empire, the Council of 13 has gathered. A time to scheme of opportunity.
I kill dwarf things in Pillar City. No! Clan MORS go to Southlands. Hunt for Warpstone. MORS are puppet minion. Pestilence infest Lastria. Yes. But all Warpstone for council plan. Come, scribe slave. Work to do. Comet makes elf things weak. Council wants power of the vortex. Just as prophecy demands. So it's true. You read markings on the black pillar. Then you know we must find the Screaming One. Find out how to control the vortex. Oh yes, master. But a large tribute of Warpstone will that demon require if we summon him. Return to your assigned clan. Harvest Warpstone. Yes, most precipitous of masters. And flay yourself, your impertinence. Oh, it will be done, your worship.
Blessings of filth to you, Queek Headtaker, the right claw of Clan MORS. You and your verminous ilk infest the abandoned mountain strongholds of the dwarfs, who still fight with the greenskins for control, seemingly unaware of your power. The City of Pillars, your traditional haunt, is but a skitterleap north. This lair is fought over by dwarf and goblin things, but is rightfully yours. Further north, the peaks teem with more hated beard things. Manifest your obscene fury upon them, and let them discover why you are called Headtaker. On the periphery, the treacherous wastes herald a sandstorm of the undead. They may become a nuisance, but how you deal with them is for you to decide. For now, causing mayhem in the mountains may sate your verminous appetite. There are many heads to take, and so little time. Get to it.
Okay guys, welcome to the campaign map. Yes! Alright, so let's get stuck into the Skaven campaign. Alright, so chapter objective here. Occupy, loot, raise, and sack 3 different settlements. We managed to get 2,000. Okay, cool. So we currently start off with Carrick. I think that's how you say it. We start off with 1 territory here. Diplomacy-wise, we're currently at war with this green skin tribe here. We have the Crooked Moon mutineers further in the north. We have the Crooked Moon here with Skarsnik. He is going to be our main objective to eliminate in this series. He's one of the major legendary lords we want to try and knock out. And then there's Belagar Ironhammer, of course. So let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Alrighty, so let's have a look at the Skaven corruption. That's fine for the moment. Rights-wise, some of these are very good, but they're rather expensive. This scheme here is quite expensive, but it's okay. The engineer's good. So is the priest, the plague priest. Okay, tech-wise, we need to sort of decide where we want to go down pretty early on. I think Ruthless Plan's very good. We managed to get food capacity by 25%, as also allows our growth. So where do we need to go down to get that? We need to get the Overseer's Lookout. Okay. Also, this is very good. The more food capacity we can get, the better. Okay, diplomacy-wise, let's sort by attitude. So the Silver Host, these Vampiric people, they don't want a non-aggression pact. We've got some Tomb Kings here. They're going to accept. Further Vampiric factions in the south. The more factions we can get non-aggression pacts with, the better. Because I have a feeling, already looking at my territory, we're probably going to have to move because we get some massive debuffs. As much as I like sort of hanging around in the south, we're actually far better off probably pushing north and trying to rush 8 peaks as quickly as possible, just due to the public order issues we're getting. And objectives. So, we're probably going to do a short campaign. You probably won't hit these objectives. I'll probably do like 5, 6 episodes. We'll see how we go. And then at that point, we'll put a pin in the campaign, depending on the support, feedback, and suggestions. I'll do more episodes if viewership and people sort of get interested or are disinterested. I'll move on to something else. It's as simple as that. If you want to see more Skaven episodes, simply support the campaign. Okay, so short victory-wise, we need to take control of Carrick 8 Peaks, the Bleak Pass, the Eastern Badlands, and the Silver Road. Destroy the following factions: Greenskins, Dwarfs, Last Defenders, and Crooked Moon. Oh, okay, against Crockgar, that's interesting. And then control all this. That's a hell of a lot of stuff there. Alright, cool, let's have a look at our army build at the moment, for the time being. What have we got? So 2 units of Storm Vermin, 2 units of Storm Vermin, Sword and Shield, and some Clan rats there. We've got some Warp Throwers as well. Okay, so at the moment, we do not hold Carrick 8 Peaks. The hated bearded things and hooded green things fight above the City of Pillars, claiming it for themselves. Yes, yes. It must be taken for Clan MORS, or risk crippling the loss of a statue of the Council of the 13. You do not control Carrick 8 Peaks. Loyalty -4 for new recruits. Now, that is quite significant, as already our loyalty is quite low. So, for example, even if we do expand out here and take this, and where would we expand? Probably this way. We would need a secondary army to control this. And if we're already getting a -4 loyalty, and we're already bloody Skaven, that could be quite bad for us. I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and take as much territory as possible, get as much money, and then we're probably going to push north. Because this is actually a really bad area to defend, because we've got like Tomb Kings to the west here. We've also got a Queen... someone here, Khalifa, I don't know, someone there. We've got Crockgar to the south, and yeah, what's the thing is, right, if we sort of throw away this territory, what's the problem? Clan MORS headquarters. Because the thing is, right, we're actually better off going north. Where is Carrick 8 Peaks? It's Banksmack here, because it's probably going to be more enjoyable as well. We're not fighting, we're just sort of fighting random generated lords. We're better off pushing north here, fighting Skarsnik, fighting Ironhide, and going to war with the Thorgrim and the Dwarfs. Fighting up here, this is where I sort of carve my own sort of Queek head taker kingdom. Try and go out on my own. Alright, so let's try and get some recruitment done. So we've only got this to do. So let's push to the border here. We want to try and take this territory out as quickly as possible. Garrison-wise, there's not too much in it, but a garrison script will spawn as we push furthermore. So let's get some clan rats. We should have enough to really push it within one turn. Okay, recruitment-wise, we probably want to go down the path of what it was, the tech. So what exactly was it? We can do it this way. So tech-wise, oh no, it was yeah, it was this. I wanted to go for that, so we need that there. All right, that's fine. Okay, cool. So let's have a look at Queek himself. Skaven Brew. Skills-wise, we haven't unlocked any of that sort of stuff just yet. And here he is, the man, the myth, soon-to-be legend, Queek Headtaker. Alright, not really much else we can do now. Let's chuck a quick save, and let's end the turn and continue. So, early on in Queek's life, funnily enough, from an early beginning, he showed how much of a shrewd and sort of tactical Skaven he was, and he actually ate his entire litter, ate all his siblings. Now, in Skaven culture, that was quite uncommon. 1 or 2 would be eaten, but to eat the entire 11, 12 litter was quite impressive. Now, the leader of Clan MORS at the time, Lord Norwell, saw this sort of talented Skaven, and brought him in as a recruit and molded him into the warlord he is today. Now, as you see on his back there, Queek has a trophy rack. Now, interesting thing about that, if you touch Queek's trophy rack, you lose your hands. I don't know if we can see from here now. Probably when we get on a battle map, we're going to be able to see heads of dwarves and Skaven and hands and stuff. Alright, so we've got the capacity system here. I'm going to go with no caps, as I personally prefer that. Okay, so do I think I'm strong enough yet to probably push for this? We've got a decent amount of money in the bank as well. We can't upgrade this anymore. So, what's the garrison there again? Okay, so it's actually slightly increased. So it's only three units of goblins, 4 units of orc boys, and then some archers there. I think this is probably strong enough to push against them, and we've got Queek, our legendary lord, as well. So let's chuck a quick save, and let's try and take the entire region of the valley here. So let's push against them here now, wielding his 2 weapons as well, and we're coming up against Mug Black Slider, rather. I could go for a cider, and he's sort of a yellowy looking dwarf. Alright, orc. So what have we got here? Increased number of uses. So we can get the menace below, right. So we can actually bring food to get more of them to help us flank. At the moment, I'm quite happy with my food capacity, so let's fight this one on the battlefield here today. Let's have our first battle with Queek Headtaker. Now, some of Queek's attributes. He's a very strong Skaven, he's very big, he's a very good fighter. He would rather fight you in hand-to-hand combat. He's very straightforward. He would rather do that than sort of stab you in the back. That's why I kind of like him over the other Skaven lords, such as Skrolk and what's the other one called? Tail Craven or whatever his name. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, so on his trophy rack he has the orc Blacktooth and a fair few notable others. Tretch, that's his name. Tretch Craventail. I knew what it was. Okay, guys, welcome to the battlefield. Let's get stuck right into it. Now, the greenskins, we're really going to have to be careful of them, especially in this new updated version of the game, because they've been quite buffed, but they're only orc boys. They're not orc biggins or anything, so we'll be right. So let's make a strong, long front line of our storm vermin, our swords as well, and then we'll try and flank with most of our clan rats and stuff. Do I think that's sort of enough there? I don't want to try and go like this. We want to try and match anything that charges out against me. And then we'll flank with this. We've got our menace below as well, and we probably want to try and fling in Queek as well, because he's pretty good at hand-to-hand combat, which is good. I quite like when they've got decent melee. Okay, let's move my slingers here, and let's move my warp lightning throwers just a tad closer, just to get a little bit more range of them. Alrighty, so let's have a look at the Skaven Warlord, Queek Headtaker. So here is his trusty dwarven sort of pickaxe there on his right. Here is the hands of his foes. There's a Skaven there. He's got his skeleton. Oh my god, I might need to sort of pause him. Oh no, he's alright. There's a dwarf at the back there. Orc Blacktooth skulls on there as well. Alright, so here is our warp lightning thrower and our Skaven engineers rattling at the front. Alright, let's have a look at our clan rats further at the back. Keen and ready to go. Warp stone loaded. Ready to explode upon the enemy. Further clan rats at the front. Here are the clan rats with shields, a little bit more lightly armoured. And then we have some halberds pushing down further this way. Alrighty, so we'll try and hold a strong, nice, long front line, and then we'll try and flank where we can. There is the green skin holdout in the back there. Alright, so here is the enemy slowly but surely pushing forward here. I'm going to get you to target probably those orc boys there, as they are incredibly weak. So let's get some shots off here by myself. And we've really shot it nice and over there. I'm not going to do that. I haven't actually shot with a warp lightning cannon in quite some time. Okay, so where's their general there? He's sort of straight into the middle of this. So we've got some gobbos moving up, along with some orcs further at the back. So we should be able to wipe and rout that unit, hopefully. We'll try and go for something a little bit more like this now. So we'll try and hold for the time being. I'm going to try and countercharge as well. I'll throw Queek in to have a crack at their Lord. So keep firing into this, try and disrupt that a little bit more. We should be able to flank quite well, which is good. Alright, make ready. Skaven. Be ruthless and merciless. I'm sure you will. Wait for it. Right, now, let's do it. Charge. 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 Flank with you. Flank with you. Alright, let's get Queek to go for this, and we'll try and target this. Alright. So this is our first major engagement against the greenskins. We're going to be fighting mostly goblins in this, because it's going to take quite some time before we're strong enough to eventually go up against Grimgore Ironhide. It's easier said than done. Alright, let's use... yeah, something like that. That'll do. Make sure the clan rats come over there. Let's allow Queek to go after you. Swing you this way. We'll flank like this. Keep flanking. This is going to be the bread and butter of this series. Just constantly flanking. Let the warp lightning throwers go after this. Come on. Fuck him up, Queek. He's such a strong Skaven. He's going to be able to carve these guys up here in a second. Look at this. Taking 2, 3, 4 on at a time. Bring them down. Oh my god. They are running with their tails between their legs, or proverbial. Victory! We have victory here today. Not an overly hard sort of battle, but a fun one, nonetheless, to sort of show off the Skaven. Excellent stuff. So let's try and run down as many of them as possible and finish them off. Okay, cool. So our first battle we've now had. Good. Alright. We want to try and kill as many of them as possible. We want our chevrons to go up. The more we can get, the better. Allow Queek as well to try and run down as many. So what have we got here? Lord of Clan MORS. Melee and speed. I can't put it on myself. We could bring in some more clan rats there to stop them. It's going to be quite some time before they get there. You might as well use them as a bit of a mopping up force. Clan rats, not too bad, eh? Soak them up. How do they not catch those goddamn gobbos? I'm really just trying to run them down here for pure chevrons. Because it is a siege. They ain't coming back. There's probably no point of running you down. Queek might go up a little bit. Yep, decisive victory. You are victorious. The corpses of the enemy litter the ground, and those able to flee do so with laughter. And our gods ring in their ears. Right, end the battle there. So, wasn't sort of a too difficult fight. We deployed 1,849, and they lost 40. We lost 47 on the battle. Black Slider deployed 1,115. And lost 867. So, what did most of the work for us? Queek, 38. Warp Lightning did 83 as well. Storm Vermin, 119. 94 there. So our flanking clan rats didn't do overly too bad, but a decisive victory, and we've gained 11 food as well. Decisive victory at that, and also a decent treasury. So we've got a couple of options here now as Skaven. We've captured Granite Massif. Granite, okay. So, we can loot and occupy. Now, there's a unique mechanic for Skaven. You can actually occupy and increase the food. So, we can actually make it a tier 3 settlement instantly, which is quite good. We might actually do that so we can rush rat ogres. So, we can either sack, which gives us a replenishment and plunder, or we can raise it and get 30 food. I am going to increase this settlement to a tier 3. We're going to loot and occupy and put the food in here. We will go into the negative somewhat, but we're going to be able to now repair where we can. We're going to be able to rush our rat ogres, which is sort of make or break. If we can't get these guys earlier on, we're going to have a very difficult time going for the likes of Carrick, 8 Peaks, and major sieges, because the morale for Skaven isn't overly too good. And then probably go like here for Plague Monks or something. Okay, let's quickly dive back into diplomacy for the time being. We'll try and get some peace treaties and non-aggression packs here and there. I don't know why we're at war with Backstabber. Crooked Moon Mutineers. It's just interesting more than anything. Okay, we'll try Confederate as well at some point, but it's going to be quite some time before I can send an emissary all the way to the west in the lands of the luscious Lustria to negotiate with Skrulk and Tretch is really far up in the north, near Nagaroth and Malekith's kin. Alrighty, let's continue on. So we've gone up in stats here with Queek. So what do we want to go for? Tailed weapon, 3 attack and strength is always quite good. And maybe go with thick-skinned armor. Plus 7 armor is really good, as I want to be using him as more of a combat lord in this series and trying to throw him in as best as we can. So we've got the entire valley here now, so we can actually issue some commandments. So we have a +3 public order, tainted, but it costs recruitment. So these edicts will look a little bit different if you're playing vanilla as Queek. I am using SFO, the Steel and Face overhaul. I keep on saying face. It's Faith. Steel and Faith. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Right. Yeah, a little bit different. This is more sort of lore accurate, balances the game, and does a lot of stat changes and stuff. Okay, so we got 50 growth minus 2 public order, food generated, food but taxes. At the moment, we're not going on a sort of recruitment blitzkrieg, so we're probably better off going with efficient planning, which gives us a +10 negative recruitment cost, but it's 3 public order and 3 tainted, and we'll switch it back once we start recruiting rat ogres and the like. We want to try and get an abundance of them as quickly as possible. We could also get some clan rat spears and more clan rats here as well if we wanted to. Alrighty, so what we're going to do for now, we're going to continue to put our money back into the economy. We'll have a look to our east. I don't think we're going to push there. Labaris is here as well. We've got to watch out for her. She's quite a strong Tomb King faction. And to the west here as well. There's not really any region we can take overly too quickly. We'll try see an opening, but we'll put our money into the economy. We'll try and build up a solid army. But the thing is, right, even if we try and push east or west, it's going to be very hard to maintain without a secondary army. And having a massive -4 for loyalty recruits, and especially on this difficulty, we can't really afford to not have it. So we might need to. I know I don't like abandoning our capital, because this is the banner of Clan MORS headquarters. I think Clan MORS is actually, like lore-wise, it's actually like here, isn't it? It's between the old world and the world over here, isn't it? The breeding pits are more sort of, what I would think that'd be more sort of either here or like here. They're more sort of in the Darklands over there. Okay guys, welcome back to the top of the turn. I've skipped a little bit ahead simply because we're slowly but surely consolidating the valley. We're trying to go for our rat ogres like I said, and now we've got a better quality army. I'm also going for a clan barracks here. We've upgraded the Pox Cauldron so we can get plague monks. Not really too much has happened diplomacy wise, still at war with these 4 factions. Sort of around us has changed a little bit. This has been taken by the greenskins. It was some Tomb King faction was destroyed here in the Ash River, and they're still hanging out here. So army-wise, we currently have 19 units with Queek now, 2 units of Storm Vermin, 2 units of Storm Vermin sword and shields, 3 units of Clan Rats spears. We have 6 units of Clan Rat swords. We have 3 Rat Ogres for the time being. Right, so we're going to actually push out here. We're going to push for this, as it's currently ruined. So we're going to be able to colonize it where we can. So let's move Queek further west for the first time. We probably can take this settlement our first in the Ash River here. Not really too much else is going on. We're slowly but making preparations to probably abandon this and push for Carrick 8 Peaks. Because I think actually, on legendary difficulty, which I don't play on, I think this is the so-called hardest faction in Total War Warhammer. We'll give it one end turn there, and then we'll push and colonize the settlement. So we can actually see from the top here, yep, Clan Pestilence and Clan Rictus, my Skaven brethren, are still alive for the time being. We'll try confederate with them, so we can get territory in Lustria and Nagaroth earlier in the north. The Lisbon and vampires are at war. Okay. So there's still a fair few Skaven settlements left in the old world as well. We've got Skaven Blight to the far west, and I believe there's another one further in the north. Oh shit, okay, that's a rather large raiding host coming in here. We should be able to deal with that quite easily though with our army. Okay, well we've got a couple of options here. Do I think this settlement can defend it by itself with a Plague Priest? Probably not, because that's quite a large greenskin host. We might have to double back. I might go into forced march as well. We'll see how we go. They might be bluffing more than anything. Alright, let's push back here now for the time being. And we'll sit and hold up. We'll see what this does. We might have to push out and attack it. It could very well push for us. You never know. Oh, faction encounters. Court of Libarus. Alright, probably going to have to deal with them at some point. They're going to be quite a nuisance. Oh, he's moved back now. Black Bog. He was more so posturing than anything. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bit of a shame, just wasting a turn on me. Alright. We'll see how we go. So, let's push you here now, and we'll colonize this. How far did he push back? He push back a bit. And this has now been upgraded as well. I'm probably going to save my cash a little bit. Okay, cool. So we're going to try and take this. And I'm probably going to skip a little bit because they might do this a couple of times. It's going to piss me off. Right, we'll push for Quatar in the Ash River. We're still making plans to push for Carrick 8 Peaks in today's episode. Okay guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the top of the turn. We're going to have the Siege of Carrick 8 Peaks here now. I've skipped a little bit ahead once again as it takes quite some time to circumnavigate the map to get to Carrick 8 Peaks using the underway. That's it. I couldn't remember what exactly the last bit was. The underworld, underway, same difference. So we're going to be pushing to Carrick 8 Peaks and dealing a massive blow to Skarsnik, of course, and essentially what I want to do is try and take the entire territory of the Eastern Badlands, Crooked Fang, Sorrow, at a later date, potentially. So, what else sort of happened off camera? Well, we're still consolidating here. We managed to colonize this, Quatar. The Dwarves of Karak Zorn managed to take this off the Greenskins. And the Court of Libarus here, the Queen Khalida, managed to take that, and she's actually declared war upon us as well. We're still at war with Clan Angrund and Belagar Ironhammer and Skarsnik, but those pesky Greenskins further to the south who we were at war with before, who kept on posturing against us, have been destroyed, which is quite cool. So army-wise, we've only got one full stack. We currently have him here with Queek Headtaker. We have 2 units of Storm Vermin Halberds, and then the Sword and Shield. We have 4 units of Plague Monks, 3 units of Clan Rats. We have 1 Slinger unit, and we have a whopping 6 Rat Ogres and 1 Warp Lightning Cannon. Not really much else here in our tech-wise at the moment. Diplomacy-wise, objectives, rights, we haven't gone into either just yet. But here today, we're going to have the Siege of Carrick 8 Peaks. And let's have a look at the Crooked Moon. So they've currently got 5 territories here. If I could sort of carve out this kingdom here, it's going to be way more defensible for Queek. And we'll sort of see how we go. So, let's fight this one on the battlefield here to do... Whoa, those odds are massively against me. Oh, come on. We can do a lot better than that. So, we're coming up against Backstabber, who has 2 units of Orc Biggins, 1 unit of Orc Boys, 6 units of Night Goblin Fanatics, 4 units of Goblins, and then Night Goblin Archers. So, we're going to have to bring all of our Max Menace below flanking units. Let's get 8 of them. We currently have 1 siege tower here, and we've got a labour force on the way. I might give it one more turn. I thought my siege equipment was actually constructed. Okay, we're going to give it one more turn. We definitely need a battering ram before we push. Alright, let's give it one more turn, and we'll end it and continue. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn, guys. I'm ready for the siege here now. The Crooked Moon did move up a small reinforcing army. Nothing too much to be scared of. But regardless, let's take Carrick 8 Peaks for Queek. And they've got that reinforcing army coming, that's fine. Right, let's fight this one on the battlefield here today. Oh, I want to get as much of them as possible. Yep. I said it before, but it got reset. Right, let's fight this one here today. That's got to be better odds on the battlefield. I think Skaven just have really bad auto resolve, just due to just our stats and stuff. So it might encourage me to play a lot more battles, which is good. Okay, guys, welcome to the battle map. So it's a lot more even now. We have 1,800. They have 3,321. So they do outnumber us. It's a nice sort of clear city as well. Carrick 8 Peaks will belong to Queek Headtaker. Obviously, it goes quite often between Dwarf, Greenskin, quite often, as you can see there. I think we usually often occupy the lower tunnels, but we want the entirety of the settlement for myself. Alrighty, so let's set up this attack. So, probably push from this side is our best bet. Okay, so battering ram, we want you to go straight up through the guts. We have our ladders here as well, along with our storm vermin. I don't think I want the halberds to be on the towers. I'd rather a unit of plague monks, and actually I probably should put the 2 lots of swordsmen on there. We can put like the halberds on the ram, where I've just unbinded it there. That's a lot better. And we'll put the swordsmen there, because they're going to be one straight through the breach. So you can go here, you can go just to that left side. You can go, actually, it might be better off to push you like here, because making it might throw them off just a tad, which is good. Okay, halberds as well. So what I want to do is get the entirety of everyone else to make a strong, long front line and try and push it where we can. Alright, I'll try and move my slingers up as well to maybe draw some of the arrow fire away. And once we get that gate open, we're going to throw in our rat ogres and try and soften them up. Okay, so let's move my warp lightning cannon as well. They're actually going to be able to assist the battering ram, because I want to try and pull them to the left here. I want to try and target the gateway, so they can go for that and try and get it down. By the time my ram gets up there, it might even be half health. Alright, so let's have a look at some of our units here. So here are the just normal halberds, of course. Here are our plague monks. Very strong in hand-to-hand combat. However, they don't have any armor, so they're quite weak at the end of the day. Here are our abominations. We have our rat ogres, as you can see there. God, I love rat ogres. They're so strong in this game, especially for flanking. So they're one of the better Skaven units. You sort of want to rush earlier on. Okay, then we've got our further plague monks here as well. We have the Skaven engineered made siege tower. Look at the battering ram. Even's got a big old bit of warp stone at the end of it as well. That's awesome. Warp lightning cannons, of course. Further halberds, but where is he? Where is Queek Headtaker, the command and conqueror of our nation? He's going to forge out his own kingdom here in Carrick 8 Peaks and add more trophies to the rack. Alright, let's go. Not really much else we can do here. There will be that reinforcing army. Alrighty, so let's start the battle there. Let's quickly pause and give out the orders. So go straight up through the battering ram. You move here. And you move like here, say. We'll allow my warp lightning cannon to hit the gateway for the time being, and then we'll get everyone else to move up. So you push here. These orders would have been given out before the battle. I kind of wish you could send them out. And then we've got a unit here can go there. Alright, we'll move my skirmishers up. And you can go there. You can actually go probably there. And we'll go like there. Yeah. Then you can go here, and then you can go there. Okay, cool. Keep everyone else in reserve. Everyone, double time. Go, 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 gadgets. So here is Carrick 8 Peaks. Not too many sitting up on the walls from what we can see. There must be sitting up there. Some of them are sitting out the back. Goblins as well. Breaking those orc biggins are going to be a bit of a problem. We can flank, of course, as well, with our own menace from below. Yeah, there they are. Now we're in range of them. So the night goblins are actually going to try and smash us a bit here. with their Nomi hats. Alright, so we need to be quick on the uptake because they can sort of glitch a bit, pushing up to the ladders. And as you see, we've already got incredibly low armor. So we can't... Oh, shit. I might have fucked myself there because they only can go like there. Oh no, that's alright. Alright. Once you get to the walls, continue to go up. Continue to let my warp lightning thrower go against that. So we've already done 25% gate damage, which is quite significant. Alright, push up, lads. Go, 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 gadget. Yeah, they tend to glitch for some reason. They just sit there, which can be incredibly annoying. Okay, they don't have any units at the back sort of hitting us with impunity. We could maybe put one menace below through. I think we're going to need them and save them as best we can. So we're pushing up on the walls here now. Alright, so how far away until we've broken down that? So it's at 39%. Right, continue to push up this way. I'm going to redirect my warp lightning thrower to hit their tower. If we could break their tower, that would be ideal. Everyone else is sitting back here. We've got a unit of plague monks sitting here. We can't allow them to do that. So you need to be pushing up on the walls quick, fast. Once you're up here, target a unit as best as you possibly can. You push this way as well. Right, get up here and go, 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 gadget. So we're actually starting to engage these gobos here now. They're putting some good pressure on us though. We're going to be losing a lot of casualties. Right, so continue to push for this then. Push where you can. Right, so where's my warp lightning thrower? Still target this now. Push up where you can. Give them help. Try and surround them where they can. Alright, so we've already reduced it to 39%, so it's actually quite worth it. Asling is actually getting some good shots off there. Push up here, we need to knock out them before we need to knock out the men on the wall before we push down into this. Alright, my battering ram's still making its way up, come on. Don't stop. Right, these guys are up here now, which is good. They're now breaking. Right, push further up here then. Okay, so we've lost about 300 to their 300, which is good. We're on par. They're trying to fling more units up here, so let's deal with them coming up. Okay, that enemy tower's been destroyed. Let's redirect our fire to a secondary one. Come on, we need this gate down now. Because then we can move in our orcs, our ogres. Right, let's move them in now. And let's move up with Queek as well. Right, warp lightning throwers. Try and hit that where you can. Yep, the gate's now gone. Charge, men. Charge the rat ogres through and through. Okay, so how well are we doing here? You can do that against that. That's fine. And you guys are up here. Like I said, I want to try and neutralize the guys on the walls first. Alright, so we're pushing up now. Oh my god. Whatever comes through those gates, we are combo, boys. Look at this. The fucking ogres are hauling ass. Right. Come on. Warp lightning cannon. Oh, that's under our control. Good. So you can actually halt. Right, get them in. Go, 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 go. Get everyone in here. Charge into this. Try and break this up. Smash through. Yes. Get Queek in here as well. Right, if we can win up on the walls, that would be perfect. But they seem to be wanting to engage us, which is interesting. Alright, so what we want to do is try and get you to go here, essentially. Break through this. You break through that. You go for that. And then, like, flank this way. We really just want to try and get everyone in as best we can and start just absolutely smashing through. Okay, we want to try and start some flanking maneuvers here now as well. We can use our menace below. So let's move you here and try and hit them from behind. We can't use them on the walls, of course. So that's going to start causing a flank here while these guys push for that. Okay, allow Queek to go for this. And we've got some of our own buffs here. Okay, if they want to fight them, that's fine. Make sure they completely shatter. Right, you push for this now. Okay, it's going to be a tough one, but we're going to win it, but I'm surprised it was so much not in their favour. Allow Queek to continue to go for their general. If Queek can carve him up, that would be ideal. Yes! Rip him to pieces. Okay, so we've got some of our own ogres not really doing anything, so you need to push for this. Let's send another menace below. here. Okay, we want to try and win on the walls, like I said. Alright, send them in there, which is perfect. You're dealing with this. Right, let's try and... Oh, what's this? Oh, it's their war boss there. Another one. Alright, you go deal with him. Okay, so who isn't retreating? So what I want to do, like I said, I want to try and win the walls. And then we'll push together for the town square, where they seem to be doing some sort of last stand. Right, Queek's coming in here, but if we could send some ogres in here to help, that'd be awesome. So we've won utterly on the walls here now. And you're actually skirmishing guys out the back, which is good. Right, you push here now then. Right, let's try and finish this off. We've got him on the back foot here now. And then Carrick, 8 Peaks is ours. Man, easier said than done. Alright, let's try and push for this now. Let's try and push for the town square. Oh no, we have victory! We've completely and utterly vanquished them. Oh, that's fantastic. Alright, let's try and speed things up. Try and get the maximum amount of kills as we can. At the moment, they don't have any arrows under their control. So let's try and just speed things up. So is anyone in... Where is there rat ogres just... I want to see rat ogres just absolutely annihilating the enemy. Yeah, look at this. Destroy the pointy hats. Oh, this poor gobbo is going to get it here in a second. Oh no, he's lucky. We're mostly smashing them to pieces though. Alright, come on. Run them down. Oh my god. Skaven's like one of the most enjoyable factions. Just because they're rat boys. Dirty ratmen. Alright, let's just start speeding things up. Let's allow my rat ogres to go up in stats a bit more. Continue to go for the likes of this. So we managed to lose about Whoa, we are... Whoa, 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 whoa. What is that? Some of our guys are fleeing. Because they are taking damage. There must be some arrows and stuff further at the back. Alright. Let's try and finish them off. Or maybe our clan rats disappeared. Maybe that was it. The spawning timer. There's only a couple more left in and around here. Most of them are fled back. Yep, let's end it on that then. End the battle there. Close victory. Really? I thought it was more sort of resounding than that. So Queek Head Taker deployed 1,905 and lost a total of 664 with 1,241 remaining. Backstabber deployed 3,321 and lost 2,236. The main casualties and inflicted for us, we did most of the work with our rat ogres, as you see there. 129, 41, 149. One of the best rush units you can get. My plague monks actually did quite well in a defensive and on offensive siege. Wow. Okay. They lost a lot of casualties just due to their low armor. 148, 158. So they're okay. They're a solid unit. But you're nearly better off getting these guys. Okay, that's interesting. Right, Backstabber. How well did they do? Okay, it was their all gobbo archers that did well. Man, yeah, I think I mentioned earlier on in this video that the Black Orc Biggins are quite strong. Like, I think since like Warhammer 1 now, the Greenskins are one of the most powerful factions in the game. They're very, very strong. I think they nerfed the dwarfs quite a bit. The dwarven AI was fucking ridiculous. They had those bloody dwarven doom stacks back in the day. Okay, guys, welcome to the campaign map. So, we've officially eliminated the Crooked Moon in Carrick. 8 Peaks here today. We've managed to get 2,300 loot as well, and we've rocketed up in stats, which is fantastic. Awesome. Let's accept that and continue. And Carrick, 8 Peaks is going to be the pinnacle, the capital of my empire. So we're going to increase it massively. Oh, okay. Cannot increase it anymore. What would it be then? 20. 50 out of 3. So we'll just go with the loot 2 for the time being. Yeah, we just don't have the food. Maybe let's do it. Loot and occupy. Alright. Yeah, so we can get this back on track though. Carrick, 8 peaks captured. Mighty great you are. From the top of the 8 peaks to the tunnels that infest the lower depths. All is Clan MORS. All is Queeks. Dwarfs and goblins now crowd the Warlord's trophy rack. Clan MORS is supreme. And yet Queek, Warlord Queek remains only second in charge of Clan MORS. Grand Warlord Gornwell, Nordwell, sits in Skaven Blight, issuing orders. Who should be unite the clans? Alright, so let's zoom. Yeah, okay, so yeah, this is Iron and Skarsnik as well. Yeah, because Skaven Blight's all the way over here. That could be a potential objective for us to go to, but we'll just sort of see how we go. So now, with Carrick 8 peaks under my control, we get a Lord Recruitment rank of 5. We also get a massive +2 public order, which is fantastic, especially on this difficulty. And on your turn, Lords have a chance to gain 1 turn. So good, we can actually finally build a proper army. We're going to push south and take the Eastern Badlands very shortly. But we need to find Skarsnik. We need to deal with him as well. So looking at... Okay, so they're currently still favoured for us. We'll try and make a peace with you. None of the Tomb Kings don't. What about Ironhammer as well? No, they don't. Alrighty then. Well, guys, unfortunately on that note, it is time to end Episode 1 of the Total War Warhammer 2. Mortal Empires Steel and Faith Overhaul campaign as Clan MORS. It's time to end Episode 1 playing as Queek Headtaker, playing as the Skaven. So thanks for watching. The deal still stands. If this video can hit, say, 500 likes within 24 hours, I will do a double upload here today and release the second video instantly. If not, you just have to wait a little bit longer for that next video. So, we're going to be trying to finish off the Crooked Moon firstly. I think this is what we should really focus on, taking also their territory further here. Carrick Azul. They've also got Black Iron Mine and Spite Peak. If we can take that, we can probably carve out a rather strong kingdom, and then we can really push upon the old world. We do have Grimgore Ironhide and his greenskin hordes this way, but we might be able to negotiate maybe a non-aggression with them for the time being. Would they be interested in such a deal? No, they don't. And then we've obviously got the Dowie, the dwarfs, further in the north. So, potentially what I sort of planned for this series, we've taken Carrick 8 peaks now. I want to fight a couple of wars against Skarsnik and try and eliminate the Crooked Moon. We could go to war with Grimgore Ironhide if that's something you guys would like to see. Sort of lore-wise, Queek often fought around the Black Crag against the orcs here. I'm pretty sure Blacktooth, this is where he got his first trophy. Blacktooth was actually from here. I would like to maybe do something really ambitious and really sort of something quick, like a sieging Carrick and uprooting the Mountain King, Thorgrim Grudgebearer. That would be sort of characteristically what? Very characteristic for Queek. Doing that is probably the strongest dwarven settlement here. I'm pretty sure there's another Skaven settlement further in the north somewhere. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. We could also push for like Skaven Blight here. And as you see, the rivers run right through it. But thanks for watching this episode. Stay tuned for more on the channel, and we'll try and defend our southern quarter, but we'll just sort of see how we go. Now that we want to focus on the Crooked Moon, we want to try and eliminate as many of our enemies as possible, because we sort of don't want to get ganged up on. The more we're at war with, the AI sees it as weak. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the breach. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.